Have you ever sat alone in the kitchen, staring at a cold plate of rice? And the tears just started falling for no clear reason. No one yelled at you. Nothing bad really happened. You're just tired. Tired of holding everything together. Tired of being strong when all you really want is to scream. I'm exhausted. I remember that night clearly. My son had just fallen asleep. I finished washing the dishes, wiped my hands dry, and then collapsed onto the kitchen floor. I leaned against the fridge and cried. Not loudly. Just quiet, silent tears. The kind you hide from the world but can't hide from yourself. I used to believe I was a bad mom. I didn't cook well. I barely had time to play with my child. I snapped easily when I was tired. And the worst part, sometimes I felt like I didn't love my child enough. Hurts to say that out loud. That as a mother, I questioned even the love I had for the baby I brought into this world. But I know I'm not alone. So many single moms wake up each day fighting. Not the world, but the guilt, the exhaustion, the constant voice inside saying, "You're not enough." But there are 3 things that truly saved me. And today I want to share them with you. Not as an expert, but as a mother. A mother who once broke down and who now learns to rise. One small step at a time. The first thing, you're not a superhero. You're a mom doing her best. I used to think I had to do it all. Be the dad, the mom, the provider, the teacher, the playmate, the cleaner. And still somehow smile every day. 'Cause I thought if I was sad, my child would be sad too. But I burnt out. One time I was cooking and burned my hand a little. My son saw it and ran to me, crying. He was only 5, but he could tell something wasn't right. I knelt down, hugged him, and said for the first time, "I'm sorry, baby. Mommy's really tired." And you know what he said? "It's okay, Mommy. You can rest. I can eat bread." I always thought I wasn't good enough. But my son never asked for a perfect mom. He just wanted me, tired, flawed, and loving. That night, I realized I can't do everything. And that's okay. The second thing, love isn't always shown in big actions or fancy words. Sometimes it's just being there. There were days I'd sit with my son and watch cartoons while my mind was completely blank. No talking, no laughing, just sitting next to him. Over time I realized, he didn't need me to be supermom. He just needed me to be there when he looked over. And you know what? Just showing up, truly being present, even for 10 or 15 minutes a day. That's more powerful than any expensive toy or big trip. Don't beat yourself up if you don't do anything special. Your patience and presence are already extraordinary. One day, I overheard my son talking to his preschool teacher. He said, "My mommy's always sad, but she still plays superheroes with me. She's so strong." Froze. I never knew. The little things I did mattered that much. Not the meals I made, not how much money I earned. Just that I still played superheroes. Even when my heart was breaking. The third thing, you're allowed to be tired. You're allowed to cry. But please, don't forget you're also allowed to love yourself. No, there are days you wake up and just want to disappear. Not because you don't love your child, but because somewhere along the way you lost yourself. I looked at myself in the mirror once and didn't recognize the woman staring back. Dark circles, messy hair, no spark left in her eyes. I asked myself, who am I outside of being a mom? And I realized, being a mom doesn't mean giving up being a woman. Being a single mom doesn't mean you don't deserve love, care, or dreams. So I started small. One quiet morning coffee by myself. One book I had always wanted to read. One short walk while my child was at school. And one moment standing in front of the mirror, smiling at myself. Even if it felt awkward at first. You can't pour from an empty cup. If you want to love your child deeply, you need to start by loving you first. I'm not asking you to change the world. But if you do one small thing for yourself every day, you're already giving your child something huge. A living lesson in self-love. I'm still a single mom. I still have days where I feel like crying from pure exhaustion. But now, I no longer believe I'm a bad mom. I'm a mom. Imperfect, but always trying. A mom who knows when to be strong and when to rest and heal. A mom who let go of trying to be perfect, and instead, chooses to be present. My son doesn't need me to conquer the world. He just needs me beside him. Calm, loving, and real. If you're watching this and still feel like you're not enough, I want you to know this. You've done so much already. You deserve to be understood, to be cared for, to be loved. Even on the days you fall apart. Please, Hug the little girl that still lives inside you. The one who once dreamed big, laughed loudly, hoped fearlessly. She's still there. And she still deserves to live, to love, to believe again. If anything I've shared has touched your heart, leave a comment below. Share your story because maybe, just maybe, your words will help another mom make it through today. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. You are not alone on this journey. You are strong, not because you've never fallen, but because despite everything, you still choose to get back up. Wishing you peace today. You deserve love, even on your darkest days.